Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Man, did this guy end up eating his own words. Not only that, but there's a straight up war that occurs in this one, which is nothing but chaos. So I would highly suggest watching this all the way through. Anyways, let's get into it.
All right, I'm actually getting a little excited now.
So I was in this random lobby and I hopped in my pyro. I then checked the lobby player list and I seen this MC club filled with Cybertroll, Keksuya, and Dawson Do Nuts. I checked out their KDs and
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
they were actually doing a stand your ground, so I started flying over there, and then this one guy in a laser decided to dogfight me. From here, it was time to rain down missiles upon these kids, but with them being sweaty, all it was a Ewo fest. It seemed that I had some chads up in this lobby, because then I get tipped off by this player named Colossal30, and he said, "Guy at casino is getting a jet." And it turns out that one of these orange highlighter dudes managed to slip away, and he sure enough was getting a jet.
We have a problem!
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was pretty rough at the start, but things did end up getting better. After cleaning up that garbage from the sky, a couple more pieces of garbage wanted to make themselves known.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
As I said before, things were pretty rough, and Mr. Cybertroll over here was just having a blast. Now this has to be one of the top 3 funniest parts in this video, and well, I'll just let you guys see this for yourselves.
Lordy, that would be really bad.
Things were only getting started, but of course there was still some BS that I had to get out of the way. For example, me being ghosted, and this dude on the Mark II had a thermal helmet on, which I did not know about, so yeah. I hopped in the good old laser and made my way back to the stand your ground, and let's just say it was an entire mess. It turns out that this red CEO was actually friends of the orange CEO, but I only found that out until later. From here, we had our first actual ground battle, and it was pretty intense. Real quick, I don't know if you guys caught that. I was aiming at the purple jet, and it turns out that there was an orange player off the radar in a jet who killed the purple guy, and I ended up killing the off the radar jet.
It's beautiful.
After battling it out for a couple of minutes, I warped to my facility because there was an off-the-radar jet, and then I hopped in the Avenger and tried to set up shop, but we all know how that goes. Now for the good stuff. I replied to this Keksuya kid and said, yeah, I might. Then he says, y'all suck. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point,
it became personal with me.
We're only getting started and we're outnumbered. Of course, I wasn't trying to create excuses, but I was gonna try and set up shop again, and that's exactly what I did. Once I was finished with the Dookie Brown player, I started to make my way to the good old pink players, but...
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Eventually, I did make it to Keksuya, and this is what happened when I did. Y'all suck. Now this is where things start to get heated up. After warping back to my facility, I checked the lobby player list again and just look at this beauty.
Nice.
It turns out 2 of them were outside my facility, so you already know what that means.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
So as I said before at the start of the video about making this guy eat his own words, it turns out the Pink MC Club started to stand your ground, which honestly took some balls, but probably was one of the worst decisions they could have possibly ever made. All I gotta say is, enjoy the slaughter.
Mass slaughter for the greater good, you mean?
The little sweaty turds ended up holding the area, but I know their prides and egos were hurt pretty badly in that fight.
How could you?
After that ass whooping though, they either went into their apartments or into passive. Mr. Keksuya and the rest of his scumbag henchmen kept messaging me saying airport, 3v3 or 1v1.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Anyway, about 10 minutes later, they all ended up leaving one by one. And for this dude, he had to get one more kill on me real quick. And then he could leave. I gotta say one thing to these kids. Props to them and GG's to them for actually fighting and not sitting in a facility or doing that lame stuff. But biting off more than you can chew, like Mr. Keksuya over here, definitely wasn't the smartest move. Not to mention him saying, post that on your YouTube. And looky here, now it's posted.
It's called congratulations, you played yourself.